We're joined now by NH Ravindranath. He's a professor of ecology at the Indian Institute of Science. Welcome to the programme. Now, we've just looked at the dire situation with air pollution in Uganda. You're in India, which has the world's worst air pollution. It's responsible for killing 1 million people a year. What solutions are in place to clean up the air in your cities?
Well, of course, there are solutions. There are environmental protection acts in India, but we still have to shift to electric vehicles in urban areas, and we should reduce, burning of crop residue in the nearby villages around cities. So there are many options available for reducing, air pollution in India. Indian cities are literally in a very bad situation right now with respect to air pollution.
And your Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, this week at COP26, he pledged net zero by 2070. How can India make this happen?
Well, I think, we have time now. We can, India has a large program of nearly 500 gigawatts of renewable electricity by 2030. I think that will make almost 40% plus or nearly 50% of electricity coming from renewables. I think similarly there are options in in transport, industry, and all options. I think it's possible that India can achieve even much earlier than 2070 net zero, if you ask me.
And that was one of the criticisms, because of course the goal is much earlier. But how realistic is it that developing countries like Uganda, like India, can reach net zero?
I'm not sure about African countries, but India has a large program on renewables right now. Many other energy efficiency programs are on large scale. I think India is on track, maybe earlier than 2070, but countries in sub-Saharan Africa and many other countries which depend on coal and oil, probably they have a big challenge. I think we need to really, everything depends on the technological development with respect to, solar energy, battery storage, and, hydrogen and many other new technologies we are waiting for, they are in the works.
And I'm sure you're waiting also for funding. How important is that? And are you confident that that funding will reach India? Because we know 100 billion was pledged 10 years ago. It still hasn't been given.
No, according to International Energy Agency, you need roughly $4 trillion per year by 2030 to transform the energy sector, to transform transport sector. And there's a need for a transformational change. But I agree with you, it's unlikely that that level of funding would be available, because 70% of these $4 trillion will be required in developing countries and emerging markets, which will be a challenge. Even $100 billion is a challenge from public sector, but private sector, banks and big pension funds and so on may be available, but still a challenge to hit $4 trillion per year by 2030 for a transformational change, the energy towards 1.5 degree.
Thank you so much for speaking to us today. NH Ravindranath, Professor of Ecology at the Indian Institute of Science.